Missy Bevers.
Missy Bevers.
Missy Bevers.
Missy Bevers.
Missy Bevers.
Mysterious 2016 murder of a fitness instructor and mother of 3.
In the early morning hours of April 18, 2016, a fitness instructor arrived at a church in Midlothian, Texas, to prepare for a workout class she had taught many times before. She unlocked the doors. She stepped inside, and within minutes, she was dead. What made this case different from the start was not just the brutality of the crime, but what cameras recorded before it happened. Missy Bevers was 45 years old, a mother of 3, and well known in her community. She worked as a Camp Gladiator fitness instructor, a role that required her to teach early morning classes at various locations. Her schedule was predictable. Her routine was consistent. She often arrived well before her students to set up equipment and unlock the facility. The morning of April 18th followed that routine. Missy had posted on social media hours earlier, encouraging participants to attend class despite rainy weather. The class was scheduled to take place at Creekside Church of Christ, a location she had used before. She arrived at approximately 3:50 a.m. What she didn't know was that someone else had already been inside the church for nearly half an hour. Security cameras captured a figure entering the building at around 3:23 a.m. At first glance, the person appeared to be law enforcement. They wore full tactical gear: helmet, vest, gloves, boots. They carried what looked like standard police equipment, including a hammer-like tool. But something was off. The person did not move with urgency. They did not search aggressively. They wandered. The footage shows the figure strolling through hallways, opening doors, peering into rooms, occasionally striking glass panels as if testing them. At one point, they stop, lean against a wall, and simply stand there. This did not look like a burglary in progress. Nothing of value was taken. No alarm was triggered. No rush to escape. It looked like someone killing time. Minutes later, Missy entered the church. What happened next was not fully captured on camera. Investigators later confirmed she was violently attacked inside the building. The exact cause of death was not released publicly, but authorities described the attack as targeted and brutal. No firearm was used. When Missy's students arrived for class shortly after 5 a.m., they were met not by music and workout gear, but by police vehicles surrounding the church. From the beginning, investigators ruled out a random robbery. The church contained electronics, donation boxes, and other items that could have been stolen. None were disturbed. The person in tactical gear had spent significant time inside the building without taking anything, which led investigators to a disturbing possibility. The person inside the church may have been waiting for Missy Bevers. As surveillance footage was released, public attention exploded. Millions watched the figure roam the halls. Analysts replayed the video endlessly, searching for anything that could identify the suspect. One detail became central: the walk. Some believed the gait suggested a woman. Others argued the bulky gear made gait analysis unreliable. Experts disagreed. Online communities argued relentlessly. Height estimates ranged between 5 feet 2 inches and 5 feet 8 inches. The boots appeared oversized. The helmet concealed all facial features. It was an almost perfect disguise. Investigators turned their attention to Missy's personal life. Her husband was out of town on a fishing trip at the time of the murder. He cooperated with police and was cleared early in the investigation. But that did not end speculation. Reports surfaced that Missy had been involved in a complicated personal relationship outside her marriage. Police never confirmed details publicly, but they acknowledged examining individuals connected to her personal and professional circles.
Hello?
Still, no arrests were made, and the footage remained. A figure dressed as law enforcement, calm, unhurried, inside a church before dawn, waiting. As investigators dug deeper into Missy Bevers' murder, the focus returned again and again to the behavior captured on camera before she arrived. The footage did not show panic, haste, or improvisation. It showed patience. The person inside the church had time. They moved slowly through hallways. They opened doors without urgency. They lingered. That behavior mattered because it ruled out several early theories. A burglar does not spend nearly 30 minutes wandering a building without taking anything. Someone trying to avoid detection does not casually strike glass panels or pause in open areas. The suspect acted as if they did not fear interruption. That led investigators to consider impersonation. The tactical gear looked convincing enough that, in low light and from a distance, most people would assume the wearer was law enforcement. Inside a church, early in the morning, encountering someone dressed like that could cause hesitation rather than resistance. That hesitation could have been fatal. If Missy believed she was encountering a police officer, or at least someone with authority, she may not have immediately defended herself. She may have asked questions instead of running. She may have complied long enough for the situation to turn violent. This theory explains several key details. It explained the lack of forced entry. It explained the absence of a prolonged struggle. It explained how the suspect maintained control without a firearm. Investigators explored whether any law enforcement gear had been stolen in the region prior to the murder. In the months leading up to the crime, a nearby police department had reported tactical equipment missing. Some elements were similar to what appeared in the footage, but no definitive connection was established. Still, the possibility that the suspect was pretending to be police could not be dismissed. Attention also returned to Missy's personal life. Police examined her relationships, her fitness clients, and anyone who knew her routine. Her class schedule was not widely advertised, but it was accessible to those familiar with her work. That detail mattered. The suspect arrived before Missy. They stayed inside. They did not flee immediately after the attack. Those facts suggested knowledge of her schedule. Yet every person closely examined was eventually cleared. As months passed, the case stalled. Police stated repeatedly that they believed the murder was targeted, not random. They also emphasized that the surveillance footage remained their strongest lead, but also their greatest limitation. The video showed everything and nothing at the same time. No face, no voice, no clear identifying features, only posture, movement, and time. Public fascination with the case never faded. Online communities dissected the footage frame by frame. Side-by-side comparisons were made with potential suspects. Gait analysis videos circulated widely. None led to an arrest. Years later, investigators confirmed they were still actively working the case. Tips continued to come in. None produced a breakthrough. What continues to disturb both investigators and the public is how controlled the crime appears. Missy Bevers was attacked in a place she considered safe. The person responsible entered disguised. They waited, they struck, and they left without being seen. No confirmed vehicle was identified. No clear escape route was established. No weapon was recovered. Nearly a decade later, Missy's murder remains unsolved. Her children grew up without answers. Her clients still speak about her. Her case remains active not because it is sensational, but because it refuses to make sense. Someone planned this. They chose the location. They chose the disguise. They chose the time. And despite being captured on camera for nearly half an hour, they were never identified. Missy Bevers' case stands as a reminder that surveillance does not guarantee safety, and that sometimes the most chilling crimes are the ones carried out calmly, without urgency, and without mistakes. Because whoever walked those halls that morning didn't act like someone improvising. They acted like someone who knew exactly what they were doing, and they walked away unseen.